Okay, here we are. Good afternoon, good evening, ladies, gentlemen, founders, family. Okay, it's a pleasure to be back with you all. And you guys know we've been in this journey for a very long time, some of us. I'm sure there's nobody here that has been with us for less than 3 years if you're a founder, right? Maybe affiliates, yes, but founders, you've probably been with us at least 2 years at the very minimum, not so? And some 5, some even over 5. It's been quite a journey. It's been a process. And personally, I have enjoyed the process. Personally, I think had we been public, had we been making money, say 2 years ago, I would not have been ready. Personally, okay? Mentally, I am ready for it. So I've always said it is a divine project. And when God gives you a project, he knows it's going to happen at his own time, not your time. I don't care what we thought, right? It's his own time. Okay? And whatever bumps we have on the road, he saw it. Those bumps only make us better. Those bumps only get us more ready for what is about to come. Not so? So, not long ago, Michael Williams was in a webinar. He was talking about CADMO. He was talking about you cannot have the mo without the CAD. Okay? All of us should be familiar with what CADMO is. That's what ONPASSIVE is all about. A few years ago, our CEO stressed the CADMO, right? Okay, completely automated targeted traffic. Very important. That is that module. So the mo is the money. The mo comes after everything is ready. That is that module that we are confident separates us from any other company in the world. Because I've seen a few founders being worried that, oh, competition is going to be coming. We are wasting time. Artificial intelligence, we don't own it. Other companies are going to do it. There's ChatGPT. There's this, there's that. Guys, I am not worried one bit. Okay? We do not compete with ChatGPT, if you know what that is. As a matter of fact, ChatGPT complements us, what we are doing. I believe that if ChatGPT had been there 5.5 years ago when we started, we would have launched by now, right? Because it complements us. It's only coming much later, but it does complement us. So we are not in competition. Yes, other competitors are going to incorporate some elements of AI. They have the money, they have the means, but they're not doing it from scratch the way we are. It's a big difference. You're not going to scratch down the companies and start all over. That's number one. Number two, they do not have single sign-on the way we do. That's big. How many of them have data center video conferencing? The ones that have video conferencing don't have data center. The ones that have data center don't have video conferencing. They have the whole tracker. They have tracking device, IP tracking. How many of them have that? How many of them have virtual, VPN? How many of them have media? How many of them have that? Staff, right? All those things that we have in one place. And then above all, how many of them have targeted traffic, AI-driven targeted traffic? We all know that there's no business on earth that doesn't depend on customers. None whatsoever. The customers drive the business. So they have to go out and look for customers, right? But guess what? We have something, AI, that is going out there and looking for customers for us. Big difference. So don't worry. We just have to make sure it is right. Thank God we have the CEO, we have a team that knows how to make it right. Okay, like attracts like. The CEO has attracted very intelligent people to himself, and they are doing it. And if there's any error, there's any little thing, they will say, hey, let's take a pause. Let's make this better. And on the day they finally say, go, we can rest assured we can rest assured we have something that's going to be good for us for generations to come. I was telling my kids the other day, right? You may not see what I'm doing right now. You may think, oh, Daddy is always all over the place. Daddy is not spending enough time with us. But I'm sacrificing, and they are sacrificing for who? For their children, for their children's children, for their children's children's children. Generations to come. Someone has to make that sacrifice, and that's what we are doing. I did not have parents that had the opportunity to do it for me, and I see the opportunity to do it for them. They may not get it now. When they get it, they'll be thanking me every day, okay? Every day. So, and that's how you all should feel. That's how you all should feel. I've heard founders say to me, oh, this thing's going to happen. We're all going to die, or some of us will die without enjoying. And I'm saying, please, there is a God. And believe in God. Because if you die, you go to heaven. And there's no enjoyment on earth that's better than one in heaven. So if you happen to die before it comes, no problem. Your children and your children's children will enjoy it, and you will enjoy in heaven. Just have faith. Okay? Because this is big. It's bigger than most of us can even conceive. It's bigger than our heads. Guys. So I want you to relax. Just take it easy, relax. I know we all need money. I need money more than 95% of you guys. Trust me. I do need money. But I also do need for it to be right. That's the reality. I need for it to be right. And I'm going to say this because I see some people, founders, I even saw one on Facebook, I think it was yesterday or today, I can't even remember. A founder complaining that he or she is tired of these extensions, that Ash lies too much. Now, let me explain something. I have been everywhere. Like I said before, it's easier for me to count the businesses I have not done than to count the ones I have done. Okay? And I have met CEOs, both online, offline. I've worked in corporate America for a very long time. I've met different CEOs. And there is no CEO as transparent as Ash Mufarah. You can never get it. I don't care where you go. I've never seen it. In fact, he even offers information that he's not obliged to. He doesn't have to tell us a lot of those things, but he does. Okay? And one of the things he told us, and he has always said, at ONPASSIVE, you're going to come out of pocket twice. The first time, $97 to pay for your, for your position as a founder, as an early bird affiliate. Really, that's what a founder is, an early bird affiliate. And then you get the benefit of enjoying all these things that we have enjoyed. Just the training, it's like a university, right? How to manage money. I can tell you that my mindset has changed a lot from the time I joined ONPASSIVE. And I assure you, most of you are the same way. Those who have been engaged. So that was the first time, $97. And then the second time, we preached this all along, and people come to me, and I said, go back and listen to the webinars we had. There's going to be a second payment, $200 to $300. We always say that. And he made that way less than that, half of it, or even less than half of it. Now $93. Right? And so, what does that second payment do? The second payment activates our O Connect, right? That's what it does. Because that's the first paid product that we have. It activates O Connect. And what does that mean? It means that when O Connect runs out, you have to pay out of pocket. And I realize a lot of founders don't use O Connect. That's why they're worried, because they don't even know what we have. Because they're just there for the money. They don't even understand what extension means. Without that extension, I would have had to pay for O Connect to have this meeting. Right? That means I would have had to come out of pocket again. So the extension is for our own good. And guess what? When I say 10 days extension, I'm like, oh, wow, okay. What does that tell me? That tells me that Ash is thinking that we're probably going to get out there within 10 days. And if it doesn't happen for one reason or the other, he gives another 10 days. Well, what if he came and said, okay, I'm going to give you 3 months extension? Are you going to be happy? No, because that means he's thinking that we need at least 3 months before we get out. So last time he came out at a meeting and he said, this is probably or might be the last extension. That's good news to me. It means that he's seeing that we're very close. Now, of course, it was not. Doesn't mean we're not close. We're definitely closer than we were 10 days ago. Not so. So when I hear people complaining, I don't get it. The company is the one losing money. You guys realize that Ash is paying employees for more than 5 years? The salaries for those engineers, the employees, the managers, and so on, they are expensive. You realize it's paying for the use of this application, O Connect, that we are using. It's paying big money. Do you realize that as soon as he goes public and we start collecting money, it's going to release him or relieve him of a lot of these bills? So could you imagine that he wants to get out as fast as possible? So you can just sit and think that, okay, if it doesn't happen, there must be a real something blocking. That could really, really hinder us. So let's wait a few more days. Let's give it 10 more days and figure it out. Guys, I know we all need money, like I said, but we also have to be thoughtful. Okay? We'll talk about some people complain about, oh, wait a minute, we're only paying through crypto. We're not using the cards, right? He explained that. If not, the last time he showed it was maybe 2 webinars ago, OP360. We all realized that our first couple of merchants gave us problems. They held on to our money. They held on to our money because they have a thing. 6 months, we'll collect money from you, you get it after 6 months. But Ash doesn't want that. So, which means if somebody pays, let's say September 1st, 2023, it's going to be 6 months before they give that money to ONPASSIVE. If somebody came September 15th, all those people that came in, it's going to be 6 months from September 15th before they get that money, and so on. So they decided, hey, we're not going to keep doing that. Let's just put a hold so that they don't collect any of our money anymore and wait for the 6 months. They give us the money, we'll find a new merchant, whatever, then we'll start afresh. That's what is happening. And he said that sometime end of this month, that 6 months will elapse because they stopped doing it, was it October or so? That 6 months will elapse. They're going to get the money. They're going to get what belongs to the company. They're going to pay all the pending withdrawals, right? And then the new merchant will come in play and business as usual. That is around the corner. Okay? So when you see those extensions, be happy. Especially when you only see for 10 days. Be happy. Right? We have a team. We have a CEO and a team that's about to change our lives while we sleep, while we do whatever it is we are doing. They are working relentlessly to make sure things are better for us. And we are right there. Or somebody told me, well, we've always said we're launching soon, or next month, or this December. It didn't happen. Yes, that's true. But you have seen the progress. You see how close we are now. The first time we said it, there was no O Connect. But we said it. Now you see we have the best video conferencing product in the market right now as we speak. How can you not be excited? How can you not be happy? Right? So guys, I just want you all to relax. Know that things are going to be happening. Prepare for this week coming. Prepare for that webinar that Ash is going to come. Let's get this place packed. I'm very, very sure he comes, he sees all those people. He will give us more details, more information than we bargained for. Okay, guys? I'm going to stop the recording now. I'm glad to be back with you all. Okay? And we shall get up to speed. We shall make sure we are on the same page. Nobody, as long as you're engaged, nobody is going to be left behind. So I'll stop the recording, and we're going to do comments, questions, and